I'm here to show you guys my newest build, even though I've already made videos and shot maybe about 3,000 rounds already on this newest budget build, the 7.5 inch barrel AR pistol. Voila. I got this completely built about a few days ago because I add a little stuff here and there, but for about less than $700 I got this AR pistol up and running. Like I said, I shot about 3,000 rounds to it. Not a problem at all. Almost every parts that I put on here runs well, has done me well. They're not the most expensive out there, but definitely reliability is there. I mean, I'd get this this rifle if there was a zombie apocalypse, Walking Dead, no problem at all. Anyway, let's start from the back. Basic buffer tube, obviously. Basic buffer tube, Milspec, about 27 bucks or something like that. Buffer spring, all basic stuff. They work just fine. And right here, if you guys wondering, the cover, this is rubber cover, 6-inch rubber cover that I got from Amazon. I done away with I used to put 2 foams on here, but found out that it was a little too thick. So when I charged my charging handle, it was a little too tight and it was rubbing off of my upper. So finally pulled the trigger and bought the 6-inch buffer tube cover, rubber, from Amazon. I'm a big fan of Amazon, as you guys know. On my previous videos, I usually shop from Amazon. Let's see. So this one, pretty cool. And the upper of this is Anderson, lower is Anderson. I'm a big fan of Anderson. Anderson has done me well. I've built about 4 ARs already with 10.5 inch barrel in the previous, and it's just that it never fails me. So if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Plus I don't have all that kind of money that some people spend $3,000 on Noveski and Daniel Defense and air precision. I just don't have that kind of money. But for under 700 bucks, maybe I can do it. So this is under $700, about $600, but plus optic and stuff like that. So I'll say about 700 bucks, under 700 bucks. So this is it, guys, right here. So Anderson upper, Anderson lower. This is a slimline Keymod. This is a 10-inch. Okay, I was gonna go with the 9-inch, but 10-inch actually was a little longer than I would like, but I need a little bit more of the Keymod slots to put some lights and things like that. So I went with a 10-inch. The only problem with you run into that if you only have a 7.5 inch barrels rather than an 8.5 is that if you have a KK flash can, which I do right here. This is not Noveski. Noveski is about $135. KK flash can, you can get it on sale for about 15 bucks. I got this on sale 15 bucks. The only thing you gotta do to it to make it fit, okay, to make your KK flash can sticks out a little bit, because you don't have an 8.5 inch barrel. What I did is put a washer, a crush washer between the barrel and the KK flash can, which works fine. So I had my KK flash can right there. This is the fat one, stick out a little bit, and I like that look. I did it with all my AR pistols. So that's what's that. So 7.5 inch barrel. This is 1 twist, and this is the KK flash can, 10-inch Keymod. So works perfectly. I think it's perfect for this build. So crush washer between the barrel and the KK flash can, if you guys wanna do this kind of setup. All right, so up here I got the Strike Industries extended latch for my charging handle. This is a Milspec charging handle, what I got from Backpage for like $10. It was used from a guy. I bought it from him, but I didn't want to spend $30-something, $40 with shipping for the Strike Industries full-on charging handle. But like I said, this is a budget build, so I'm trying to minimize the costs as much as possible, but still flawless, works flawless. So all I did was just buy the extended latch. You can buy this separately. All you have to do is install it. If you guys don't know how to install it, you let me know. Maybe I'll make a video of it. It's very easy, very easy. All I need is some punches and that's it. Takes about less than 5 minutes to install. So yeah, just the extended latch from Strike Industry works very well for me. I'm a right-handed. Even though my son, he's a left-handed, but works fine with him. He just grabs it with 2 fingers. But for me, this is almost a must for me because I charge my charging handles, one-handed. So works very well for me. Milspec charging handle and Strike Industries extended latch for like what is it? Oh, it was on sale. By the way, it was on sale. I got pretty much all my parts on sale on primary arms. This was on sale for $6. It's normally $9. $6 I got primary arms. I also got this, the scope NC Star, for less than $50. I believe it was about $42 or $45 between there. NC Star, tons of bad reviews on this one. Not to me, it has been good to me. I've shot this from 50 yards all the way to 150 yards with not a problem at all. Not a problem. I hit that target right in the middle, and it held 0 so far. And like I said, this is my zombie apocalypse gun right here. If something was to happen, no doubt I would use this weapon, and it will serve me well. Okay, so that's that. From right here, this one right here, I couldn't get it cheaper. I paid retail for this one. Strike Industries handguard, the the angle grip for Strike Industries. This one, I really like the look of this. You know, it's not any more comfortable than others out there. It's just that I prefer this one. You could put this either way. I prefer to put it this way, you know, look a little bit more cooler. Plus, I don't have a lot of rail on this compared to my 10.5-inch barrel, 12-inch Keymod that I could put it anywhere. I'm limited to where I can put this. So if I put it the other way, it's gonna limit me to like right here, about right here halfway. Then it's gonna, you know, interfere with my flashlight, which I'm about to show you guys in a bit. So that's that, and plus it looks a little bit more cooler. So Strike Industries. Talk about AK flash can over there, and over here on the other side, which not a lot out there. This is a flashlight by also NC Star, but Vism. I believe Vism is a tag-along company, or if not a company that is together with NC Star. I found this Vism at a store because I was trying to put my Surefire flashlight that I had forever when I was in the military for 13 years. I had that, and it was long, very long. It was like about 1,000 lumens. It gets hot real quick. But I was like, you know, I'm not gonna buy another light, so I might as well put that in there. So I was asking the store, and I said, you guys have any mounts for it? He said, yeah, but man, that's a big ass flashlight, very long, for a 7.5-inch barrel. I was like, you know what, you're right. I said, do you have any alternate? And he showed me this. He said, you might be interested in this. This is from Vism, okay? This one is 200 lumens, more than adequate for home defense. Even at night, when I was at the range, it was getting dark. It's very bright, very bright. 200 lumens, I think it's more than adequate. You don't need 300, 400, 500. I mean, if you have the money for it, like I said, knock yourself out. But I don't have that kind of money. This one, I got this at $30. It has a integrated Keymod mount, so you don't have to buy, you know, extra mounts and stuff like that. It attaches directly to your Keymod. I'm not sure if they make one for M-Lock, but it's very bright. This one right here, my God, man. And plus, it's all black. I like that to matches with all my guns. I'm gonna show you guys how bright it is in one sec. So okay, I'm back. So I guess, like I told you, it's a Vism company. You can get it on Amazon also. It's very good light for home defense, more than adequate. Okay, here we go. 200 lumens only. Look at that. Oh man, you can see almost anything. I mean, if you can't see anything with this 200 lumens, you know, cheap light, you might as well wait for damn sunlight. You know what I mean? Sunrise. Because if you can't see anything else, you're just blind as a bat. I don't know what else to tell you, but 200 lumens is more than adequate for me and for the purpose of this gun. Okay? Look at that. And that is a very crisp light. I have no complaints about this. So that's that. Vism tactical light, Keymod, integrated Keymod mount. And right here, a lot of you guys are familiar with, this is a Strike Industry dust cover. I got it from Primary Arms on sale. It's still up. Primary Arms, you guys don't know about that website. They have a lot of sale. You can get, you know, Strike Industries products in there for much cheaper. And Primary Arms, shout out to you guys. You guys you guys are awesome as far as shipping. They are fast. They are freaking fast. I got all my stuff that I got from them with no delays. I got it right on time. When they said it was before 8 p.m., I got it before 8 p.m. I think it was 2 days before 8 p.m. I got it right away. Well packaged, and you got a little letter there from the Primary Arms CEO or manager or whatever, president. And thank you guys. Primary Arms, I will be shopping from you guys' website from here on out. And Amazon. Amazon Primary Arms, those are my go-to. So yeah, that's it. Dust cover. And also, what else? I didn't change the lower parts kit that I have from Anderson. I got this Anderson lower parts kit, and it has served me well. Before I was complaining about the grits of this and how crazy sticky the trigger was. All I did to this was polished it. I was gonna buy the ALG lower parts kit from Primary Arms because I saw it. It was cheap, like 60 bucks or 49 bucks. Very cheap. So if you guys look into ALG trigger, Primary Arms has it, but they're very cheap. But the solution that I came up with is this. So I polished the trigger. Okay, took it out, obviously, polished it with the mother's aluminum polish from Walmart. And one of my friends has an ALG trigger, so I compared it, tested, and they're the same now. So there's no use for me to buy another trigger when this one feels the same. This one, guys, it's like a very, very low budget knockoff Geissele. This is how it feels. If you guys have ever shot a Geissele 2-stage trigger, this is what it feels. Okay, this is what it feels, to give you guys an idea. I polished this, really polished the inside, and I shot it, like I said, about 3,000 rounds. It's already light. There's no JP springs in this. This is Anderson's Milspec spring. Okay, all I did was just polish the connections and stuff where it hits. So tons of videos out there of where to polish your trigger, but it's about 10 minute job. If you polish it and shoot your gun a lot, like I do, because me, I don't baby my guns. I shoot my guns. You know, I get them dirty. This was covered in dust and all kinds of junk in it when I shot it a couple days ago. I run this I run this worse than a farm animal. I run my gun like that because I put it to the test. But it has done me well. And right now also, Primary Arms has very good prices on magazines. They sell you 30 round PMags for $21 at Primary Arms. I got those. And I also got this from Primary Arms, 240 round magazines. Okay, from Primary Arms for 15 bucks each with a mag coupler. The mag coupler, I made a mistake. This wasn't for this generation of, I don't know, I think this was only worked for about 3rd generation or 2nd generation, but this was wrong. This coupler right here is for 30 round PMags. I think 1st generation, so it didn't work. So, but I looked at it, I said, there's no way it wouldn't work, because when I was lining it up, it lined perfectly. It's just that it wasn't locking up because the screw was too damn short. You know, and they said that if you push it, it's gonna crack it. Now you gotta use some kind of finesse on it. What I did is go to Home Depot. I grabbed the damn screw that came with this Maglink coupler, and I went there and I just tried to find a 1/2 inch longer. I didn't find it in black, but I found one in stainless, and it works just fine. There you go, guys. I installed this myself, right there. Okay, it works fine. I ran this freaking magazine for about 300 yards. Okay, 300 yards. I ran it for 300 rounds, 300-400 rounds on these magazines, and it works flawless. I've not had a malfunction, and the coupler stays in place. You know, I dropped it, you know, no problems at all. So if you guys have the same issue that you guys, you know, made a mistake like me and got the wrong coupler for the wrong generation, it will work. You just gotta show finesse, and don't over tighten it, because you're gonna crack. This is plastic. Okay, these are plastic. So, you know, plastic versus metal screw like this, if you push it too hard, then there's a chance you'll crack things. So use some kind of finesse, you know your limits, and like I said, it worked perfectly. No issues at all. This is my Zombie Apocalypse magazine right here, and I'm gonna show you guys one more. So this one works fine, you know, no problem at all. Yup, drops perfectly. Primary arms, man, you guys sell a lot of cool stuff. And you guys sell a lot of cheap stuff. They got a lot of red dots and stuff like that. And until this NC Star fails me, I'm not going to replace it. Now, some people have commented that, I should try the Field Sport red dot and the AT3 from Primary Arms. Those are all good. I've seen the reviews on them and works perfectly. I'm leaning towards that Field Sport though. The Field Sport is $20. It's on Amazon. Hey, I got Amazon Prime. It's in my lane. Primary Arms and Amazon is in my lane, so I might go check that out when this thing fails me. I hope it doesn't, but so far I like this. I like this this scope. It's canted like this. Right, it comes with it. The mount, and just make sure when you guys buy this, check the screws. They tend to be loose, so you get some of you guys that are complaining about loosening your sights. Just make sure these are tight. All of this right here. So this one right here, you could use your own wrench and tighten this up. This is tight. It's not going nowhere. It has not loose zero. I'm shooting it for 3,000 rounds. Same battery, same everything. All right. So that's that. My trigger, I don't know what to say. I mean, I would like the ALG trigger, but this one is very, very smooth. Empty. Selector switch, safe to semi. And maybe you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about. Well, maybe the other way. Oh man, I'm trying to find out the best way I could show it to you guys. How about this way? This way. This is a Anderson polished trigger, okay? Springs are all Milspec. Like a 2-stage. That's it, and it breaks. The reset right there, very tactile, and then that's pretty much it. Single stage, it'll break. So this there you go, like a 2-stage trigger, it breaks. Okay, one more, there you go, 2-stage, first stage, and then second stage. I mean, that's there's nothing to like about this trigger. And I said I didn't want to just use my own opinion on it. My friend that held the trigger and pulled it, and he said, yeah, felt just like a 2-stage trigger to me, and it's smooth. Get all that creep out of there, that extra stuff, and it has done me well. Works fine so far. What else? This one is the Magpul rubber grip. MOE, I like the rubber feeling, so I got this. I usually use the Hex Mag plastic one because you could angle those a certain way, but for some reason this one works fine for me, and it's rubber. So if you guys worry about this one being sticky, a lot of people complain about that. Don't worry about that. It'll rub off. That stickiness will go away, in use. So don't worry about that. So this one feels a lot better. I actually took this one to the gun shops here, and I told them to, try the trigger of it, because I'm fixing to buy ALG lower parts kit. They said that's not pretty bad for a Milspec trigger. I said, you damn right. I said, so I'm not changing this anytime soon unless somebody want to donate to me. But other than that, this works fine for me. I have the first generation Magpul Sling, 3-point sling that I had forever. So I use that on here. That's it, guys. Very basic stuff. Strike Industries cover. I don't want to change all this pins and mag release, bolt catch, and all this pins and levers and all this stuff. These are all Milspec, and it works fine with me. But if you have the money for it, go for it. But so far, I don't need that extended stuff because the 2nd precision, which I had before, doesn't make no difference to me, because if you have short fingers and stuff like that, fine, but my finger's kind of long, so it stops right there where the bolt catch, bolt release, or not bolt release, magazine release is. So it's perfect for me. I don't think I'm going to change that. Those anti-roll pins, those are pretty much, to me it's unnecessary, but they look cool. But I'm not fixing to spend no more than I don't have to. But other than that, guys, this gun has been flawless. And like I said, zombie apocalypse No problem at all. No problem. Under $700, you can have one of these. Don't worry. You don't have to overspend if you don't have the money for it. You don't have to overspend on thousands of dollars spent. And then one more thing. This is the 100-round magazine, okay, that I got. Used one from some guy. All right, this retails about $189. He gave it to me for $90. It was a no-brainer. Why not? Zombie apocalypse. 100 rounds. No problem at all. So you're never gonna run out of ammo for home defense. I think it's a little overkill, but somebody sees you with this, point at them, it's over. So that's it, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns. But if you guys are, wanting to buy these parts that I put on here, which is very basic, you probably could find them on YouTube. It's just that, most of the stuff that are for AR pistols are on YouTube already. Somebody's already made a video. So, but it's just that a matter of how you build your gun. You know what I mean? This one to me works very good for the intended purpose. This is my home defense gun and play around at the range. But I would not hesitate to use this in battle, if you know what I'm talking about. Alright? I would not hesitate. Hell, I could use this hunting if I want to. No problem. This NC Star done me well. It's light. Can't go wrong. 200 lumens is more than adequate. You don't have 1,000 lumens. Use up a lot of batteries. This is perfect. Perfect little setup. And one more thing, guys. I'm gonna show you guys my gun case that I also bought from Amazon with the Vism company / NC Star. There's a lot of gun cases out there, and they cost a lot of money. This one, I believe I got it for, don't quote me on it, but I think I got it for 16 bucks, maybe between 16 and $24, which is not bad for a gun case. It's perfect for a 7.5 inch barrel, 10-inch Keymod, okay, AR pistol or SBR, doesn't matter. And that is the Vism Case. I've seen a lot of cases just look like this and cost $40, $50, but this one, it's perfect for an AR pistol, 7.5 inch barrel, 10-inch Keymod. Very perfect. You got your magazine pouches right there, 4, no problem. I got them right there, loaded, ready to go. And show you guys what it looked like with your. I'll put my home defense mag right there, 30 rounds loaded, and I'll put it right here and give you guys an idea of what it looked like inside that case. It's right there. It fits perfect. Fits perfect, guys. Okay? No problem at all. No problem at all. It's perfect. I mean, it seems like it was built for this gun. No extras. It's very slim, very basic, but it has a shoulder strap. It has pretty much everything that you can expect from a gun case. And this one right here, the latch, it'll say Vism on it. If you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there, Vism. There's a Vism on it. This is very comfortable also, unlike your other basic stuff. So that's it, guys. And like I said, you could build a gun with complete everything in it for under $700. Okay, so if you guys are looking into building one, all you gotta really do is have an idea. If you have an idea of what you want, what you want your gun to look like, and start building them. I never buy a complete AR pistol. I don't do that because sometimes I'm OCD. My OCD kicks in. I changed here and there and there. No, I want to put on there what I think that I'm gonna like, that I'm not gonna mess around with. Okay. At home, I keep this loaded at all times. Okay, 30 rounds. 2 to 3 or 5, 5, 6. I got about 1,000 round can still out there, all mixed ammos. And I've shot it to this AR pistol with not a hiccup, not a problem at all. I've shot 5.56, 223 different manufacturers, from Federal to Winchester to PPU to not a single hiccup. I've cleaned this gun only once in 3,000 rounds. Finally decided to pull the trigger. I don't use the what do you call this? The brake cleaners on my guns. Even though it's a lot cheaper, but I use gun scrubber. Birchwood has one, and also CLP. The company that makes CLP has one too. They are expensive. They're about $8 at Walmart, but I think it's worth it because it doesn't, leave all that white residue when you're using, a engine degreaser or a brake cleaner. But those are fine. If you're on budget, just make sure you don't hit your polymers and your scope and stuff like that. I think it should be fine. But I like mine. When I clean, I don't clean mine a lot, but when I clean my weapons, my Glocks, my air pistols, when I clean them, they are spotless, and you can't really do that with just Q-tips, all right? And I caution you about some people that, rinse their weapon with dishwashing soap and cold water. I kind of caution you about that, because you have all these nuts and bolts and pins and stuff. They will rust unless you have a air dryer. Okay, you don't want water sitting in your gun, and I've experienced those, and end up changing freaking pins and screws and all that stuff. You don't want water sitting in your gun. No matter what gun it is, it's gonna rust. So water will rust. So those gun scrubber are fine. They're a little bit more expensive, but I think it's worth it. You're not gonna use them every time. You don't use those every time you go to range and fire 100 rounds. No, I'll say about maybe at least 1,000 rounds before you use those. Okay, at least 1,000 rounds. But less than 1,000 rounds, yeah, you can use your little Q-tips and stuff. Fine. Other than that, it's just be smart when you buy things, especially when you're on a budget. Be smart and make your life easier and make your money worth it. All the money that I put in this gun is well worth the price. Okay, there's not one single item in this AR pistol that is overpriced. If not, everything is underpriced. This dust cover I got it for like $9. This right here, and all Strike Industries. I'm a big fan of Strike Industries, but I just can't afford some of the stuff sometimes. Like the full-on charging handle with the extended latch. I can't afford the whole thing. So the only thing that makes a difference for me anyways is the latch. So I got the single extended latch. That's it. And this NC Star, like I said, after this one, because somebody told me on my channel to try out the Field Sport. That's my next one. But that's if and when this thing fails. Or if I accidentally drop it and crack it. But other than that, somebody's willing to give me a shot or give me a Field Sport to what do you call it, to review, I'll be happy to do that. I guess there's a cheap anyways, $20. I'll be happy to do that. But other than that, guys, it's a very good, and I got, watch out for more videos to come about this gun. I'm gonna shoot it more.